guys, John here, Motor T-Scale Models. So we're going to talk about what we're going to do on the bench next. So this is the AMT 1955 Chevy Belair sedan. Now I'm not going to build this Belair sedan. I'm actually going to attempt to do a movie car build. And the movie car that I am going to build is the 1955 Chevy 210 used in the movie American Graffiti. So there's not much difference between the actual Belair sedan and the 210, other than just the Belair had a lot more chrome to it. So this is going to be a real easy build to make. But I'm not going to go through a box review or review, because I've done that before on a couple of these kits. This will be the third 1955 Chevy Belair that I've built, the AMT version. But like I said, this is going to be the first attempt at a movie car. So I'm looking forward to kind of building this one. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think it's time for us to jump on this and do it. So again, I'm not going to do a box review. We've already done these a few times. What I'm going to do is just jump into it and start working on making this Belair into a 210. Alright guys, we'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, so one of the first things that I need to do in order to make this from the Belair into the Chevy 1955 210 is I'm going to remove this body molding, or the chrome that's on the side here, and I'll remove it from here. And if I'm not mistaken, I'll take a look, I believe this right here needs to be removed also, but I'll take a look and make sure before I go too much further into it. But this is going to be a good car, and I believe I'm going to have to actually round out the rear wheel well a little bit, but I'm going to do some more research on this. Man, I love this little Chevy modeled AMT Chevy 1955. This is a beautiful little kit. You can do so much with this, but we're going to jump on it, see what we can do about maybe cleaning some of this right here off, and I will be back with you shortly. Alright guys, so working on the 1955 Chevy that's going to be a American Graffiti 55 is what I'm working on. But I run into some issues of, on the 55 subframe you got a single muffler that runs down the side, and I was going to try to grind that off, but obviously you got a little bit of a dip right there, and I cut a hole, so I ground it down as best I could. But and I've got some pipes that I'll put on there, but I couldn't get them to bend. It was too tight a thing, so I ended up getting some extra sprue that I had, and I managed to cut those down to where they'll fit inside there. So I'm going to paint those up here in a little bit, and I'm going to put them in. I've got my motor engine done up for the vehicle. This is out of a 1967 Chevelle Pro Street. Headers and everything worked on it really well. So what I'll do is, once I put this in, then I'll have my exhaust pipes marry up to it down to where they go under the axles, and then I'll use the bent sprue, and then continue on out with the metal. So what else did I do? Oh yeah, so the hood, I used oh, my mind just went blank. I used the hood scoop from the 67 Chevy Nova. It was a little bit more rounded, which is what kind of resembled what was on the American Graffiti 55. So I managed to get that to work. Sprayed it with black, just flat black primer, and then hit it with just a bit of of Rust-Oleum clear gloss, or gloss clear, just to give it enough of a shine, kind of what you'd expect to have seen back in the 60s. So the body is not looking too bad. Got it done up. Probably going to hit it with another bit of primer, not primer, I'm sorry, clear coat, just to kind of get it to stand out. It's got a little bit of where I did a little grinding. Not that great on my body putty-in, but I figure, you know what, maybe back in the day, you know, the car was worked on a little bit, and that's the results of that. So I'm going to hit it with another bit of clear coat. I got my rear wheels ready to go. I got my front wheels. So we're going to start working on it, trying to get it put back together, and I will be with you guys shortly. Okay, so we've got it in, and they're looking okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's going to work. To me, it kind of looks like you know, fabricated piping. I will clean up a little bit here on the connected spots, but not looking too bad. Got the motor in place. Did have a little bit of a problem right here inside of the in the engine compartment, as to where on these 55s you have these inside fender wells. Well, this was hitting on the driver's side fender well, so I had to go in there and trim it out a little bit, but she fits in there now. As you can see, I put me a little cutout, and she fits in there pretty good, so we're gonna go with that. I think it's coming along pretty well. I'm gonna have to fix this thing. It keeps falling off. So anyway, let me get back to it, guys. We'll be right with you. All right, so I finished up on the 1955 Chevy, and this is inspired by the 1955 Chevy from the American Graffiti. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you, this is not an exact replica. This is inspired by the car, so I wish I could have done it more of a exact, but not going to happen. So anyway, obviously we've done a lot of these, or I've done a lot of these 55s, and this kit really, you know, it's got its issues, but it does what it does. So the one thing that and I know it's well, I don't know why I did it, but as you can see, I went ahead and put clear coat on the car, and I didn't do a 1K or a 2K. I just did a regular clear coat, because I'm thinking back in the 60s when this car was out on the roads, you know, they didn't have the 2Ks, the 1Ks, or anything like that. But so I put clear coat on it, and I clear coated the hood at the same time with the same stuff, and the hood actually came out shinier than the car. I don't know why that is, but it did it. So I'm okay with it. It'll go in my display case, and we'll go from there. So anyway, I ended up having to cut out the rear fender wells. I trimmed down the body panel that went, or the body trim that went down the side. I've seen a lot of different versions of how this car was done. A lot of tribute cars, and again, this isn't an exact replica. It is a tribute. So, but I'm very pleased with it. I used the engine from a '66 Chevelle Pro Street. It worked out really well inside. As you can see, I had to do a little bit of trimming. I had to trim on the radiator to get it to fit down in there. But I did manage to get my rear tailpipes on. So had a blast building this kit. For all the issues with the AMT 55 Chevy, This kit was pretty nice. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy it. This is my first attempt at a movie car or a television show car, so it was just kind of a real quick, enjoy it, knock it out, and let's get down the road. So tell me what you guys think, and again, I appreciate it if you're viewing this channel. If you're new to it, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Share if you like what you see. Comment. I love the comments on it. And if you are already a member, thank you again for coming back and showing my channel some love. I think we will probably be having a giveaway here pretty soon. I think the last time I looked, I was at 999 subscribers. When I hit 1,000, I'm going to do a giveaway. And so as soon as that happens, we'll get on there and I'll figure out how I'm going to do this and what the guidelines are going to be for it. So anyway, 1,000 subscribers, man, I'm going to be so jazzed. Just the fact that there's 1,000 people out there who follow and watch along with what I do. So the next video I'm going to do, I'm going to have some shop card shout outs. And I'll probably have some channel shout outs from some new channels that I found, some really low subscriber channels, but they're pretty good. Let's give them some love, but let me get that all together. And again, guys, thank you very much, and we will see you on the next video.